Politics and the economy are deeply intertwined. What happens in the halls of government directly affects what happens on our streets and in our wallets. Political decisions can make goods cheaper or more expensive. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the automotive industry. The cars we drive are global products. They are assembled from parts made all over the world. Therefore, any discussion of car buying in the United States must consider the impact of tariffs, trade agreements, and even seemingly unrelated political decisions. For instance, the Trump administration's trade policies had a significant impact on the car industry. The administration levied tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, raising production costs for automakers. These costs were then passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. While the stated aim of these tariffs was to protect American jobs, they also made cars more expensive for American buyers. Let's consider car parts. Many vehicles sold in the US contain a significant percentage of parts sourced from China. When the Trump administration imposed tariffs on goods imported from China, the cost of these parts increased. This increase rippled through the supply chain, ultimately impacting the price consumers paid for new cars. Even seemingly minor components like wiring harnesses or electronic control units saw price increases due to these tariffs. These tariff policies were not without their critics. Some argued that they amounted to a tax on American consumers, ultimately hurting the very people they were intended to help. Others pointed out that tariffs could lead to retaliatory measures from other countries, further disrupting global trade, and ultimately harming the US economy. Beyond tariffs, global events and political decisions can create ripple effects that impact car prices. Take, for example, the global semiconductor shortage that began in 2020. Semiconductors are essential components in modern cars, used in everything from engine control units to infotainment systems. The shortage, partly caused by pandemic-related supply chain disruptions and increased demand for electronics, had a significant impact on the auto industry. Automakers were forced to cut production due to a lack of chips, leading to a shortage of new cars on the market. This shortage, in turn, drove up prices for both new and used vehicles. While the chip shortage was not directly caused by any single political decision, it highlighted the interconnectedness of the global economy and the vulnerability of complex supply chains. Political decisions can also impact car affordability in less direct ways. For example, the GOP tax bill passed during the Trump administration put more money in the pockets of some Americans through tax cuts. While the bill was controversial, and its long-term economic impact is still debated, it did lead to a short-term increase in consumer spending, including on big-ticket items like cars. This boost in consumer confidence can stimulate the auto industry, leading to increased production and potentially even lower prices in the long run. However, it's important to note that the effects of such policies are complex and depend on a variety of factors, including overall economic conditions and consumer behavior.